ताक में बैठा उधर और हम तैयार हैं सीना लिए अपना इधर। खून से खेलेंगे होली गर वतन मुश्किल में है। सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है। हाथ जिनमें हो जुनू कटते नहीं तलवार से। सर जो उठ जाते हैं वो झुकते नहीं तलवार से। और भड़केगा जो शोला सा हमारे दिल में है। सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है। हम तो घर से निकले ही थे बांध कर सर पर कफन। जाह तेली पर लिए लो बढ़ चले हैं ये कदम। जिंदगी तो अपनी मेहमा मौत की मंजिल में है। सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है। नमस्कार देवियों एवं सज्जनों, 143वें कोर्स के दीक्षांत परेड समारोह में मैं आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं।
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Vice Admiral Ajay Kochar, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Nausena Medal, Commandant, National Defense Academy, and the entire team of NDA, we welcome you all to the passing out parade of the 143rd course. This parade ground was named as Khetrapal Parade Ground in the everlasting memory of Second Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal, Param Veer Chakra, an alumnus of the 38th course Foxtrot Squadron. He was posthumously awarded the highest gallantry award in the Battle of Basantar in 1971. Across the parade ground, ladies and gentlemen, is the Quartermaster's Fort, providing a majestic background. The structure behind you is the Manoj Pandey Block, named after Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey, Param Veer Chakra, who is an alumnus of the 90th course Mike Squadron and is one of the many military heroes of the Kargil conflict.
The huge white mast that stands dominating the drill square is the mast from the Indian Naval Dockyard at Mumbai, rigged at the drill square of the National Defense Academy Khadakwasla on 21st May 1955. The mast measures 30.4 meters. It carries the national flag along with the academy flag and symbolizes the height of dedication and devotion that a cadet has towards his duties. This mast has stood mute testimony to the rigors of training of cane drill, sword drill, rifle drill, foot drill, and ceremonial drill.
यह परेड मैदान लोकप्रिय रूप से ड्रिल स्क्वायर के नाम से जाना जाता है। यह 450 मीटर व 150 मीटर में फैला हुआ एक विशाल मैदान है। अकादमी का अंतर सेवा चरित्र परेड मैदान की लंबाई और चौड़ाई में स्पष्ट झलकता है। यह प्रवेश द्वार पर
Park War of 1971, the golden jubilee of which was celebrated in the year 2021. The aircraft to your right is the MiG-21, inducted in the aftermath of the 1962 war. It has been the mainstay of the air defense fleet of the Indian Air Force till MiG-21 Type 96 aircraft were phased out some years back. However, an upgraded version, the MiG-21 Bison, is still in the service of the nation. This aircraft has played a pivotal role in the 1971 war, Kargil war, and the recent Balakot strike. Group Captain Abhinandan Veer Chakra of the 104th Course India Squadron shot down an F-16 aircraft of the Pakistan Air Force with this old war horse.
आपके सामने रखे गए दोनों टैंक विजयी हैं। इस टैंक ने 1971 में पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ युद्ध में एक महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाई थी। ड्रिल सशस्त्र बलों में अनुशासन का आधार रहा है। राष्ट्र को अपने सशस्त्र बलों द्वारा प्रदर्शित अनुशासन के अनुकरणीय मानक पर गर्व है। यहां पर इस परेड मैदान में भारतीय सशस्त्र बलों के भावी अधिकारियों के लिए अनुशासन की नींव रखी जाती है।
The Academy Adjutant Major Harsh Bharatjani from the 3rd Battalion of the 4th Gorkha Rifles Chindits is the embodiment of military discipline for the cadets as well as the academy. He is ably assisted by Assistant Adjutant Captain Abhishek Kundalia. The passing out parade marks the grand finale of the term and is held each term with clockwork precision amidst ceremony and fanfare on this hallowed ground.
देवियों और सज्जनों, इस अवसर की पवित्रता को ध्यान में रखते हुए इस संस्था और हमारे शहीद नायकों के सम्मान रूप में हम आपसे अपने मोबाइल फोन बंद करने का अनुरोध करते हैं। कृपया पासिंग आउट परेड के दौरान
Sergeant Vivek Mehla of Hunter's Cordon has been awarded the Uttar Pradesh Government Cup for being the best cadet in Specialist Service Subjects, Army. The best cadet in map reading is Cadet Sergeant Major Himanshu Singh Kashneyal of Hunter's Cordon. Cadet Sergeant Major Nikhil Kumar of Bravo's Cordon has been awarded the Ashoka Pillar for being the best cadet in weapon training. The best cadet in tactics awarded to Cadet Quartermaster Sergeant Vivek Mehla of Hunter's Cordon. The Order of Eklavya for excellence in firing has been awarded to Cadet Quartermaster Sergeant Yadavendra Singh of Panther's Cordon. Bayonet pins are awarded to cadets who excel in army service subjects. This term, bayonet pins have been awarded to 11 cadets.
The Government of Madras Cup for standing first in Specialist Naval Service Subjects is awarded to Cadet Sarthak Panwar of Oscar Squadron. The Chief of Naval Staff Trophy, instituted by Admiral O.S. Dawson for standing first in astronavigation, has also been awarded to Cadet Sarthak Panwar of Oscar Squadron. The Seamanship Trophy, presented by Admiral Madhavendra Singh, the then Flag Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Western Naval Command, has been won by Divisional Cadet Captain B. Mohandas of Bravo Squadron. He has also won the cup presented by Admiral Sir Mark Paisi for standing second in Specialist Service Subjects, Navy. Cadet Sarthak Panwar of Oscar Squadron has also won the cup presented by Admiral R.D. Katari for being the best helmsman in yachting. Anchor pins have been awarded to 2 cadets this term.
Amongst the Air Force cadets, Divisional Cadet Captain Henrix Ryan Derrick, Oscar Squadron, has won the trophy presented by Government of Hyderabad for standing first in Specialist Service Subjects, Air Force. The Government of Madhya Bharat Cup for being the best cadet in flying has also been awarded to Divisional Cadet Captain Henrix Ryan Derrick, Oscar Squadron. Flight Lieutenant P.V. Apte Trophy for standing first in ground subjects has been awarded to Cadet Ashutosh Das, Alpha Squadron. Squadron Leader S. Vasudev Memorial Book Prize for standing second in Specialist Service Subjects is awarded to Divisional Cadet Captain Amar Upadhyay, Foxtrot Squadron. Air Force cadets are awarded flying pins for their exceptional performance. Pins have been awarded to 3 cadets in the Order of Merit in Air Force Service Subjects.
देवियों एवं सज्जनों, अब हम 143वें कोर्स की शैक्षणिक उपलब्धियों से आप सबको अवगत कराएंगे। कैडेट सार्जेंट मेजर अर्पित कुमार, गोल्फ स्क्वाड्रन ने विज्ञान की शाखा में प्रथम आते हुए जनरल के सुंदर जी द्वारा संस्थापित चीफ ऑफ आर्मी स्टाफ ट्रॉफी जीती है। डिविजनल कैडेट कैप्टन आकाश कासवान, जूलियट स्क्वाड्रन,
The trophy awarded by Chief of Integrated Staff Committee, Headquarters IDS, for standing first in first 6 semesters of BTech goes to Divisional Cadet Captain Amar Upadhyay, Foxtrot Squadron. Cadets who excel in various sports and physical activities are awarded with merit card, half blue, blue, and blazer in order of proficiency. This term, 7 merit cards, 2 half blue, 1 blue, and 1 blazer have been awarded.
सामंजस्यपूर्ण रूप से बसती है और विभिन्न भवन आसपास के वनस्पति और जीवों से कितनी अच्छी तरह मेल खाते हैं। यहाँ तक कि सहज रूप से देखा जाए तो यह स्पष्ट हो जाता है कि इस संस्थान की प्राथमिकताओं में पर्यावरण को बहुत ऊंचा स्थान दिया गया है।
राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी में सेना प्रशिक्षण के लिए परिसर के भीतर बहुत सारे वन क्षेत्र हैं। इनमें हिरन, मोर और पक्षियों की 115 प्रजातियां पाई जाती हैं। अकादमी में पाए जाने वाले इन पक्षियों और जानवरों में से कई को सड़कों के किनारे विभिन्न स्थानों पर प्रदर्शित रंगीन फलकों पर दर्शाया गया है। उनके आसपास के वातावरण को सुव्यवस्थित बनाए रखने के लिए बहुत सावधानी बरती जाती है। यदि किसी को रस्तों से गुजरना हो या किसी को ट्रैकिंग करनी हो तो उसे तेज धाराओं की लुभावनी सुंदरता, हरे भरे ढलानों पर समृद्ध पत्ते, साथ ही विभिन्न प्रकार के दुर्लभ पक्षियों और जानवरों की प्रशंसा करने के लिए बार बार रुकना होगा, जो प्रकृति प्रेमियों को प्रसन्न करेगा। हम राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी में बगीचों, फव्वारों, वनस्पतियों और जीवों की प्राकृतिक सुंदरता पर गर्व महसूस करते हैं।
The immaculately maintained gardens of the National Defense Academy are a result of immense handwork of a dedicated staff of gardeners who have nurtured and pruned them with utmost care. Our cadets actively participate in this beautification process through Shramdan in maintaining their squadrons and battalion areas and also some general areas inside the campus. National Defense Academy is a perfect example of how human beings can coexist harmoniously with nature.
संयुक्त सेवा स्कंद के रूप में राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी की स्थापना 1 जनवरी 1949 में हुई थी। 8 दिसंबर 1950 को अकादमी क्लेमेंट टाउन देहरादून से खड़कवासला स्थानांतरित हुई। 7000 एकड़ में फैली इस अकादमी का निर्माण कार्य श्री W.X. मैस्करेनस के हाथों में सौंपा गया, जो उस समय पुणे आर्किटेक्चर कॉलेज के प्रधान अध्यापक थे। अकादमी उद्घाटन 16 जनवरी 1955 को श्री मुरारजी देसाई के हाथों संपन्न हुआ।
A word about the history of the National Defense Academy. After the Second World War, a need was felt to train cadets of the three services jointly, which would enable the warriors of the future to create synergy for combined operations. The idea of a Joint Services Academy was conceived in 1945 with the setting up of the National War Academy Committee under the chairmanship of the then Commander-in-Chief, Field Marshal Sir Claude Auchinleck. The objective was to frame the design of an academy for the joint training of future officers of the three services. The project received impetus when Pandit Nehru foresaw the necessity of completely Indianizing the officer cadre of the armed forces. To hasten the process, it was decided to start training straight away, and a joint services wing was established in the old prisoners of war barracks at Clementown, Dehradun on 1st January 1949. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in June 1949 formally inaugurated the Joint Services Wing, and the first course, consisting of 190 cadets, passed out from Clementown on 8th December 1950. 40 years later, history was made in 1990-91 when 3 alumni of the first course took over as chiefs of their respective services. They were General S.F. Rodriguez, Admiral L. Ramdas, and Air Chief Marshal N.C. Suri. History repeated itself in 2020 when 3 course mates of the 56th course, General M.M. Naravane, Admiral Karambir Singh, and Air Chief Marshal R.K.S. Bhadoria, took over chiefs of their respective services. Now, for the 3rd time in the history of the National Defense Academy, course mates from the 61st course, General Manoj Pandey, Admiral R. Hari Kumar, and Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary succeeded the course mates of the 56th course and took over as chiefs of their respective services. Furthermore, as a matter of pride for the Academy, the first 2 chiefs of defense staff of the Indian Armed Forces, General Bipin Rawat and General Anil Chauhan, have both passed out from this prestigious institution.
6 अक्टूबर 1949 को पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू द्वारा खड़कवासला में राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी की नींव रखी गई थी। लगभग 7000 एकड़ भूमि उस समय बॉम्बे राज्य की सरकार द्वारा प्रदान की गई थी। अकादमी का अभिविन्यास आर्किटेक्चर्स की एक टीम द्वारा बनाया गया, जो उस समय पुणे इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज के प्रधानाचार्य श्री W.X. मैस्करेनस के नेतृत्व में काम कर रहे थे। अकादमी का बुनियादी ढांचा बनाने में लगभग 5 वर्ष लग गए। जो इमारतें आज आपके समक्ष हैं, ये राजपुताना तथा मुगल आर्किटेक्चर का उत्तम मिश्रण है। निर्माण के लिए अपेक्षित धनराशि का योगदान कई राज्यों द्वारा किया गया। कैडेटों के आवासीय क्षेत्रों का निर्माण इन्हीं धनराशियों से किया गया और उनका नाम योगदान करने वाले राज्यों के नाम पर रखा गया। अकादमी का प्रशासनिक ब्लॉक, जिसे हम सूडान ब्लॉक के नाम से जानते हैं, इसके निर्माण में कुछ सहयोग सूडान सरकार द्वारा धनराशि के रूप में किया गया था। यह योगदान सूडान सरकार ने भारतीय सैनिकों की दूसरे विश्व युद्ध में उत्तरी अफ्रीकी अभियान के दौरान प्रदर्शित वीरता की सराहना करते हुए किया था।
The academy shifted to Khadakwasla from Clement Town in December 1954 and was inaugurated on 16th January 1955 by Shri Morarji Desai, the Chief Minister of the then state of Bombay. 16th January is celebrated every year as the NDA Day. The first passing out parade on this ground was held on 5th June 1955 when the 10th course passed out. The salute on that auspicious occasion was taken by Pandit.
Academy, he reminds himself of his pledge to the nation by reciting the NDA prayer at the start of each day. It is essential that the cadets imbibe the right principles and are guided by a tangible code of conduct that spells out the right and the wrong. The NDA Honor Code was thus promulgated in March 1998 by Admiral Arun Prakash, the then Commandant. It sees the cadet through his basic training and even thereafter in life. Cadets dedicate themselves to the nation with the Honor Code guiding their conduct. The code embodies a tradition and a rallying point, ensuring an openness to enhance one's character and being guided by one's peers in the right direction. Ladies and gentlemen, the cadets you see marching onto the parade ground are contingent markers taking their positions. The rest of their contingents will soon enter the parade ground from the sides of the quartermaster's fort. They will move to the left and to the right of the parade ground and then line up. Kindly look towards the quarterdeck and you will see the cadets standing smartly. They are the cane escorts and the table orderlies. The cane escorts are Cadet Sudhanshu Kumar and Cadet Saumitra Subha. The table orderlies are Cadet Kejang Dorji and Cadet Karma Dorji. They will escort the dignitaries to the quarterdeck.
आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि आप सब अपना ध्यान सामने की तरफ ले जाएं। आप देखेंगे कि कंटिंजेंट मार्क
Lanka, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Maldives, Myanmar, Sudan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Mongolia, and Bangladesh passing out with the 143rd course. The National Defense Academy has stood as a shining testimony to India's relationship with its friendly foreign countries. This is evident from the fact that the National Defense Academy is presently training 117 cadets from different foreign countries.
The sound of the bugles, ladies and gentlemen, heralds the entry of the cadets onto the parade ground. Sanjay Kumar, Paramveer Chakra of the 13th Battalion of the Jammu and Kashmir Rifles, imparting training as instructor in the Army training team of National Defense Academy. We also have Olympian Subadar Major Swaran Singh, Arjuna Awardee recipient, and Risaldar Major Ajay Anand Sawant, Arjuna Award recipient, training cadets in rowing and equitation.
A word about drill. Drill inculcates discipline, which is the bedrock of military life. To those of you who have an aesthetic disposition, drill movements will symbolize the very rhyme and rhythm of the poetry of a well ordered life. And that's precisely the primary aim of this institution, to train our cadets in the art of cultivating a way of life in which the highest and the noblest attributes of discipline, character, and courage are not only blended but also nurtured and nourished.
The President's Colors were presented to the National Defense Academy in recognition of the highest standards of training imparted.
Ladies and gentlemen, in today's parade, the first 3 salutes would be dummy salutes, as the dignitaries who would be taking the salute would be present only for the passing out parade. Ladies and gentlemen, the parade is now lined up for review. The cadet commanding today's parade is Academy Cadet Captain Gajendra Goswami. The officer on the charger to your extreme left is the adjutant, Major Harsh Bharat Jani. Major Harsh Bharat Jani is an alumnus of the 115th course of the National Defense Academy. An infantry officer, he was commissioned into the 3rd Battalion of the 4th Gorkha Rifles, Chindits. Possessing varied operational, staff, and instructional experience, the officer has served as a Ghatak platoon commander along the line of control in J&K and a company commander in high-altitude area along the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. The officer has undergone cross-attachment with him secured a silver medal. A graduate of the Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, the officer was awarded the General Officer Commanding-in-Chief Eastern Command Commendation in the year 2015. The officer has assumed the appointment of adjutant on 2nd June 2021.
The adjutant is ably assisted by the assistant adjutant, Captain Abhishek Kundlia. The officer is an alumnus of Charlie Squadron of the 129th course of the National Defense Academy. He was commissioned into the 5th Battalion of the 11th Gorkha Rifles in December 2016 after passing out from the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. The officer has rich experience in different terrains of the country, to include active counter-insurgency operations in Manipur and at the international border on the Western Front as part of a strike corps. Captain Abhishek Kundlia took over the appointment of Assistant Adjutant in June 2022. The actual footwork of training the cadets of National Defense Academy in all aspects of drill is led by Drill Subedar Major Dharmaraj Gurung from the 4th Battalion of the 1st Gorkha Rifles. The Drill Subedar Major served as an instructor at National Defense Academy from 2007 to 2010 and Indian Military Academy from 2012 to 2017. He was awarded the Chief of Army Staff Commendation in 2016.
With regards to the lineup of the contingents on parade, we have 16 squadron-wise contingents standing as per their positions in Championship banner of Spring Term 2022, followed by contingent of appointments. In the center of the parade stands the Nishan Toli, proudly carrying the President's colors.
पासिंग आउट परेड नेशनल डिफेंस एकेडमी में कैडेटों को दिए जाने वाले प्रशिक्षण का भव्य समापन है। आवश्यकता आधारित पाठ्यक्रम की शुरुआत के साथ भीतर से अनुशासन प्रशिक्षण का मूल मंत्र रहा है।
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Major General Sanjeev Dogra, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defense Academy. Major General Sanjeev Dogra took over as Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defense Academy, Khadakwasla on 1st December 2021 from Rear Admiral Sanjay Vatsayan, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Nausena Medal. He is an alumnus of the 70th course of the National Defense Academy, Defense Services Staff College, Wellington, and College of Defense Management, Sikandrabad. On completion of his training at the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun, he was commissioned into the 16th Battalion of the Jat Regiment in June 1987. He has done various staff and instructional appointments to include instructor at Indian Military Training Team, Bhutan, Battalion Commander at Officers Training Academy, Chennai, Directing Staff at College of Defense Management, Sikandrabad, and Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor at Infantry School, Mhow. His command tenures include Command of a Rashtra Rifles Battalion, Brigade Commander of an Infantry Brigade in the Western Theatre, Commandant, Wargaming and Development Center, and General Officer Commanding of a Mountain Division along the line of control. Major General Sanjeev Dogra has a rich combat experience, having served in counter-insurgency in Jammu and Kashmir, and has served in almost all terrains, including super high altitude area of Siachen Glacier and high altitude region of Kargil. Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Sanjeev Dogra, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defense Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now awaiting the arrival of Vice Admiral Ajay Kochar, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Nausena Medal, Commandant, National Defense Academy. Vice Admiral Ajay Kochar assumed the appointment of Commandant, National Defense Academy on 1st April 2022 from Air Marshal Sanjeev Kapoor, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Vayu Sena Medal, as an alumnus of the National Defense Academy. Vice Admiral Ajay Kochar was commissioned in the Indian Navy on 1st July 1988. He is a graduate of the Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, Naval War College, Mumbai, and Royal College of Defence Studies at United Kingdom. In a career spanning 34 years, the flag officer has held various important and challenging command and staff appointments. He has been the Fleet Commander of the Western Fleet, the sword arm of the Indian Navy, where he led the fleet for critical operational missions, foreign bilateral exercises, major humanitarian assistance, and disaster relief taskings. He has commanded the aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya, and during his tenure, the carrier was deployed extensively for operations on both east and west coasts. The officer has held the distinction of commissioning INS Tirkhand, a frontline frigate for the Navy at Kaliningrad, Russia. His other command appointments include INS Nashak, INS Kirpan, and INS Vibhuti. The staff appointments of the flag officer include Joint Director Naval Plans and Director of Staff Requirements at Integrated Headquarters of Ministry of Defence, Navy, wherein he formulated the future maritime perspective and capabilities enhancement plans for the Indian Navy. He has also steered major shipbuilding projects for the Indian Navy as Assistant Controller of Carrier Projects and Assistant Controller of Warship Production and Acquisition. With the flag officer at the helm of affairs, National Defense Academy will gain immensely with his vast experience and exposure in all arenas of operations, training, and human resource management. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice Admiral Ajay Kochar, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Nau Sena Medal, Commandant, National Defense Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Lieutenant General Ajay Kumar Singh, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Yuddha Seva Medal, Sena Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, General Officer Commanding in Chief, Southern Command.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting the arrival of Major General Sanjeev Dogra, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defense Academy. Major General Sanjeev Dogra took over as Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, National Defense Academy, Khadakwasla, on 1st December 2021 from Rear Admiral Sanjay Vatsayan, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Nau Sena Medal. He is an alumnus of the 70th course of the National Defense Academy, Defense Services Staff College, Wellington, and College of Defense Management, Secunderabad. On completion of his training at the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun, he was commissioned into the 16th Battalion of the Jat Regiment in June 1987. He has done various staff and instructional appointments to include instructor at Indian Military Training Team, Bhutan, Battalion Commander at Officers Training Academy, Chennai, Directing Staff at College of Defense Management, Secunderabad, and Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor at Infantry School, Mhau. His command tenures include Command of a Rashtriya Rifles Battalion, Brigade Commander of an Infantry Brigade in the Western Theatre, Commandant, War Gaming and Development Center, and General Officer Commanding of a mountain division along the line of control. Major General Sanjeev Dogra has a rich combat experience, having served in counterinsurgency in Jammu and Kashmir and has served in almost all terrains, including super high altitude area of Siachen Glacier and high altitude region of Kargil. His important staff assignments include Brigade Major of a Mountain Brigade and Brigadier Quartermaster at Officers Training Academy, Gaya. He was Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor at Infantry School Mau before assuming the appointment of Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor at National Defense Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, please look to your left. You can see the first flypass wherein we have 3 helicopters approaching the parade ground in Sea-Hawk formation. Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Sanjeev Dogra, Deputy Commandant.
General Salute! Salamat! Shot! श्रीमान राष्ट्रीय रक्षक कानमें 143 कोर्स दीक्षांत समारोह परेड 1000 कैडेट परेड पर परेड निरीक्षण के लिए हाजिर है Mike Solan, Solare! Bucky Parade! Back! Some!
The number of our alumni who have been decorated in war is legion. Most of them have had their baptism with fire in the wars since independence. Some where blizzards and snowstorms rule. Some where the wind blows full of sand. Some where the waves hold arguments with the sky. And some in the uncharted space above. But like professional soldiers, they were conscious of the hazards of the profession they had chosen and the contribution they were making to safeguard the sovereignty of our nation. In this long march to glory, our alumni have demonstrated exemplary courage and dedication both in war and peace. They have defended our borders, kept the territorial waters safe for the nation, and touched its sky with glory. The list of our alumni who have distinguished themselves in war would read like a veritable who's who of Indian heroes. Till date, these heroes have been awarded 3 Paramveer Chakra, 32 Mahavir Chakra, 162 Veer Chakra, 12 Ashok Chakra, 45 Kirti Chakra, and 152 Shaurya Chakra.
There are some whom we always remember with special fondness. Captain Gurbachan Singh Salaria, 9th Course, Bravo Squadron. 2nd Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal, 38th Course, Foxtrot Squadron. And Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey, 90th Course, Mike Squadron. The spirit of 394 warriors and 5 of those who went missing in action resides in the hut of remembrance behind the Sudan block, which was built brick by brick, stone by stone, with the dedicated toil of the cadets of the 10th to the 17th courses.
The reviewing officer will now review the parade. Leading the lineup is the contingent of Mike Squadron, proudly carrying the Chiefs of Staff banner. The second contingent is of Oscar Squadron. The third contingent is of November Squadron. The fourth contingent is of Bravo Squadron. The fifth contingent is of Hunter Squadron. The sixth contingent is of Kilo Squadron. The seventh contingent is of Foxtrot Squadron. The eighth contingent is of Golf Squadron. The Nishan Toli, proudly carrying the president's colors. The ninth contingent is of Juliet Squadron. The 10th contingent is of Charlie Squadron. The 11th contingent is of India Squadron. The 12th contingent is of Panther Squadron. The 13th contingent is of Echo Squadron. The 14th contingent is of Delta Squadron. The 15th contingent is of Alpha Squadron.
The list of achievements of National Defense Academy alumni is endless. Apart from gallantry in war, our alumni have displayed exemplary courage and self-sacrifice, even while they have been away from the battlefield. The Ashok Chakra, the highest peacetime gallantry award winners of National Defense Academy are 2nd Lieutenant P.M. Raman, 6th Course, Alpha Squadron; Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, 35th Course, Juliet Squadron; Colonel N.J. Nair, 38th Course, India Squadron; Major Sudhir Kumar, 72nd Course, Juliet Squadron; Captain A.S. Jasrotia, 73rd Course, Echo Squadron; Major R.K. June, 78th Course, Kilo Squadron; 2nd Lieutenant Rakesh Singh, 79th Course, Bravo Squadron; 2nd Lieutenant Puneet Dutt, 87th Course, Echo Squadron; Major Sandeep Unni Krishnan, 94th Course, Oscar Squadron; Major Mohit Sharma, 95th Course, India Squadron; Major D. Raghuraman, 95th Course, November Squadron; and Captain Harshan Radhakrishnan Nair, 101st Course, Golf Squadron.
The cadets of National Defense Academy follow in the footsteps of some of our illustrious alumni who have scaled the highest peaks in the Himalayas, sailed around the world, and also done the country proud on the sports field. Some of those whom we mention with special pride are Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, Ashok Chakra, the first Indian to enter space; Commander Dilip Donde, Shaurya Chakra, the first Indian solo circumnavigator of the globe; Captain H.D. Motiwala, who became the first Indian to be awarded the prestigious Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, Dronacharya Award.
Captain Sinha also mentored Team Navika Sagar Parikrama and completed the Cape to Rio race in a record time in 2017.
निकट लौट चल परेड निकट कॉलम में तेज चाल से मन से गुजरेगा माइक स्क्वाड्रन आगे परेड दाहिने चलेगा दाहिने मोड़
You can now see the cadets march forward to the martial tune of Kadam Kadam Badhaye Ja. Ladies and gentlemen, the parade is accompanied by flypasts. The first one was with 3 Chetak helicopters. The formation was led by Wing Commander Suraj Barsingh, 102 Kilo Squadron, and Squadron Leader V. Bhardwaj, 126 Alpha Squadron. The second helicopter was flown by Wing Commander Vaibhav Vishal, 104 Foxtrot Squadron, and Flight Lieutenant Pandey, 132 Echo Squadron. The third helicopter was flown by Wing Commander G. Sikri, 108 Charlie Squadron, and Flight Lieutenant A.C. Patil, 130 Romeo Squadron. And we have Squadron Leader Chaturvedi, 117 Oscar Squadron, along with Squadron Leader Vikas Jha, 128 Alpha Squadron.
The fourth flypast will be by 4 Jaguar aircraft when the first set of 6 temp cadets cross the quarter deck. The formation is led by Wing Commander Dash, 109th Course Hunter Squadron, along with Wing Commander Mayank Panwar, 112th Course Echo Squadron, Squadron Leader S. Huda, 116th Course Kilo Squadron, and Squadron Leader K. Lauren, 127th Course Charlie Squadron.
The fifth flypast is again by 3 Sukhoi 30 MKI aircraft when the entire parade crosses the Antim Pag.
देवियों और सज्जनों, आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि जब निशान टोली निशान के साथ आपके सामने से गुजरे तब कृपया खड़े हों तथा जो वर्दी में हैं वे कृपया सैल्यूट कर निशान को सम्मान प्रदान करें. Ladies and gentlemen, when the Nishan Toli passes in front of you, you are requested to rise, and those in uniform will salute as a mark of respect for the President's color.
In all nations, martial music has accompanied feats of arms, serving the twofold purpose of inspiring troops to fight and as a method of conveying orders. It was used in time of battle as means of exciting that grand passion which the fiercest of oration could not. Playing this inspiring music today, we have 4 bands. These bands are the National Defence Academy Military Band led by Subedar S.G. Pandyan, the National Defence Academy Pipe and Drums Band led by Naik Subedar Raj Kishore, the 1 EME Sikandrabad Band led by Subedar Major Chinnadurai K, and the 24 Maratha Light Infantry Band led by Havaldar Kalyan Jadhav.
Ladies and gentlemen, look to your left. 3 Super Demonas approach the parade ground in 3 Shakti formation.
Leading the parade is Academy Cadet Captain Gajendra Goswami, followed by the cadets of Mike Squadron, proudly carrying the Chiefs of Staff banner. The contingent is led by Squadron Cadet Captain Harshit Anand. The contingent of Oscar Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Gurpreet Singh. contingent of November Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Ujjwal Ranjan. The contingent of Bravo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Praveen Kumar. The contingent of Hunter Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Chirag Joshi. The contingent of Kilo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Abhishek Kumar. The contingent of Foxtrot Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Satyam Yadav. The contingent of Golf Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Divyansh Bahuguna. The Nishan Toli, proudly carrying the President's colors.
The contingent of Juliet Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Karthik Rana. The contingent of Charlie Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Ashish Singh Chauhan. The contingent of India Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Vivek Kumar. The contingent of Panther Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Saurabh Madhani. The contingent of Echo Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Aniket Gaurav. The contingent of Delta Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Siddharth Mohan. The contingent of Alpha Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Deep Dave. The contingent of Lima Squadron, led by Squadron Cadet Captain Krelu Froze. Concluding the lineup is the appointments contingent, led by Academy Cadet Adjutant Saurav Sharma. And finally, Major Harsh Bharat Jani, Adjutant, National Defense Academy, saluting the reviewing officer on his charger, Reliant Robin.
Of this institution have been consistent in making the most of the excellent all-round training facilities available at the academy. One important aspect of training in NDA is the camps they attend during their second, fourth and sixth term. Participation in these camps in the academy prepares them for further military challenges and helps in building an overall sense of camaraderie, team spirit, and quick adaptation to unknown and difficult conditions which they carry throughout their lives. Captain Arun Bahuguna, 90th Course, Kilo Squadron, who participated in the SEALs course at Naval Special Warfare Center, San Diego, California, secured the Best Runner prize in the most grueling conditions, including Hell Week, and successfully completed the course, which has an attrition rate of as high as 80%. Ladies and gentlemen, we would also like to bring to your notice that as our great country makes rapid progress across all fields and evolves across all domains, we at the National Defense Academy have also taken a giant leap towards the evolution of this remarkable institution by inducting the first ever batch of girl cadets at NDA in this very semester, that is autumn term 22. It goes without saying that this would not have been possible without relentless planning and preparation and diligent execution of various tasks at hand by the officers at the helm of training and administration at NDA and their supporting staff. This step will be a stepping stone for many more ladders of evolution in the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, among various sports events which happened during autumn term 2022, the Inter-Scotland volleyball competition was won by Mike Scotland. Inter-Scotland football competition was won by Panther Scotland. Inter-Scotland squash competition was won by India Scotland, and the Inter-Scotland boxing competition was won by Lima Scotland. Inter-Scotland cross-country competition, which tests the physical and mental endurance of our young cadets, was won by November Scotland.
Ladies and gentlemen, the equestrian training team of National Defense Academy has been performing exceedingly well in various equestrian and polo competitions at regional, services and national levels. This training team has won a total of 19 medals in the recently concluded Sapta Shakti Horse Show during this semester in Jaipur.
Salute! Salame! Shot! Parade! Macho! Shot! Parade! Verb! Stop!
Ladies and gentlemen, as you look to the extreme left, you can see Divisional Cadet Captain Gautam Upreti from Mike's Cordon coming to hand over the Chiefs of Staff banner to drill instructor Company Havaldar Major Sanjeev Kumar of 9th Battalion of the Dogra Regiment, who's receiving this on behalf of the Academy so that it can now be presented to the squadron that has won the championship this term. It is on the basis of a squadron's collective performance during the course of the term in 4 key activities, namely academics, outdoor training, specialist service training, and games, that the championship is decided. Earlier, we had the Commandant's banner for the champion squadron. The Chiefs of Staff banner was instituted during autumn term 1980. Bravo Squadron was the first to win it then.
Winners of the Chiefs of Staff banner, Oscar Squadron. The silver medal for the best cadet in drill is awarded to the cadet who has displayed the highest standards of military bearing, turnout, word of command, and in drill movement during his entire stay in the academy. The silver medal for best cadet in physical training is awarded to the cadet who has displayed the highest standards of flexibility, agility, strength, and endurance in physical proficiency during his entire stay in the academy. The silver medal for the best sportsman of the passing out course is adjudged on the basis of his participation in various inter-squadron sports competitions, his selection in the academy teams, and the level of proficiency attained by him in various sports activities. अंकों के आधार पर किया जाता है.
Flip back! Stop! Flip back! Sit up! Flip back! Come on! Flip back! Shoot! Flip back! Keep straight! Flip back! Keep!
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, a carrier belt is being slung over the shoulder of Squadron Cadet Captain Gurpreet Singh of Oscar Squadron so that he can now receive the coveted Chiefs of Staff banner. The reviewing officer is requested to present medals to the award winners and the Chiefs of Staff banner to the champion squadron of this term. The silver medal for the best cadet in drill is awarded to Battalion Cadet Adjutant Ishan Limay, Mike Squadron. The silver medal for Best Cadet in Physical Training is awarded to Cadet Parvez Amna Bakshi, Delta Squadron. The silver medal for the Best Sportsman of the Passing Out course goes to Divisional Cadet Captain Jitin Singh, Juliet Squadron. Winners of the Chiefs of Staff banner, Oscar Squadron.
इन कैडेटों ने न केवल अपने स्क्वाड्रन का नाम गौरवान्वित किया है, बल्कि अपने माता पिता का शीश भी गर्व से ऊंचा कर दिया है। ऑस्कर स्क्वाड्रन के कैडेटों के लिए भी यह अत्यंत हर्ष व उल्लास का समय है कि उन्होंने पढ़ाई, शारीरिक प्रशिक्षण, खेलकूद व कवायद जैसी गतिविधियों में अपनी महारत साबित कर चीफ्स ऑफ स्टाफ के प्रतिष्ठित ध्वज को प्राप्त किया है। चैंपियन स्क्वाड्रन होने के कारण ऑस्कर स्क्वाड्रन के कैडेट अब दाहिने कंधे पर लैंडयार्ड लगाने के साथ साथ अपने स्क्वाड्रन भवन के आगे 2 समारोहित तोपें भी रख सकते हैं। साथ ही वे अपने स्क्वाड्रन भवन पर चीफ्स ऑफ स्टाफ के प्रतिष्ठित ध्वज को फहरा सकते हैं।
The medal winners are marching back to take their positions. It is indeed a proud moment for them as well as for all those who have been associated with their training here. And of course, for their parents. For the cadets of Oscar Squadron, it is also a special occasion as they have been declared the Champion Squadron and have received the prestigious Chiefs of Staff banner. The distinction of being the Champion Squadron entitles the squadron to put up the banner atop the squadron building next term. It also entitles the squadron to display 2 ceremonial guns at the entrance to the squadron, symbolizing their achievement. It gives the cadets of the squadron the proud privilege of wearing the red-colored lanyard on the right shoulder, unlike the cadets of all the other squadrons who wear it on the left shoulder. It is indeed a rare honor for Oscar Squadron as they have been adjudged the Champion Squadron. The reviewing officer is requested to kindly address the parade.
Brigadier Ravinder Singh, Brigadier Vijay, congratulate the instructors and staff at NDA who have worked meticulously in effectively training you. I am happy to note that you have lived, trained, and grown as a well-knit team of brothers. Remember, the bond that links you to your true family is not the one of blood alone, but also of camaraderie, respect, and joy in each other's lives. Camaraderie is the essence of jointmanship, and NDA is the founding place to develop long-lasting bonds. Continue to remain in touch with each other while you grow in service. This is one of the most important takeaways from your alma mater. Very soon, cadets of the passing out course would move out of NDA to the pre-commissioned training academies. It is a time for transition in terms of changes in environment, training content, approach to training, and expectations. You need to prepare yourself well. Remember, since you have trained at this great institution, NDA, the environmental expectations from you in the next academy will be extremely high. I am more than certain that you will live up to such expectations, excel in all spheres of life, and lead the men that you command to victory. Since leadership is central to your tasking and training, there are 4 important facets of a good leader that I would like to emphasize today. A leader should have a meaningful and clear vision. He should be able to voice his thoughts through good communication skills, must be a critical thinker, and last but not the least, should have unflinching integrity. Having a meaningful vision is fundamental to leadership. For a leader, the vision is not a mere dream, but a reality which is yet to come into existence. A vision must stir imagination, be enduring and credible. A leadership vision is important for 2 reasons. It provokes inspiration and motivates the team to keep going. People are likely to work harder when they have targets to meet. Leadership vision sets goals for the team to accomplish in a given period. True leaders can actually feel their vision. Their dedication and passion for the vision is such that they can spend hours every day for years to ensure that the vision becomes a reality. Conceiving a vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others. However, at the same time, you as leaders must develop the art of having a shared vision where you take your team along. The key question in your mind should be, what do we want to create together? Please understand and apply the tools of creating visions very well. However, the difficult task is to communicate that vision with clarity and passion in order to motivate and inspire people to take action. Therefore, I consider good communication skills as the second most important facet of a good leader. You are required to inspire and empower people around you. Without good communication skills, a leader would neither be heard nor be understood. Merely conceiving a vision to the team is not enough. Your communication skills need to be compelling, persuasive, and inspiring to ensure that your team follows you towards the goal and finally victory in battle. Be truthful while you communicate. Effective communication should have content as well as form or expression. Through content, a leader shows that he is credible, and through expression, he shows that he is visible. A military leader, which you will be very soon, must communicate with clarity, both verbally and in written form. Early in your career, much of your communication would be direct, which is one-to-one, immediate, and spoken, like preparing your team for operations. Later in your military careers, as your leadership responsibilities increase, you would be needed to undertake more of indirect or written forms of communication. A good communicator, in addition to being an outstanding orator, is also a patient listener. Effective communication has more to do with listening, understanding, and thinking. Listening or receiving information needs a lot of looking for answers. Critical thinking is not about accumulating information alone. A critical thinker is able to deduce consequences from what he knows, and he knows how to make use of this information to solve problems. The fourth most important facet of leadership is unflinching integrity. Your ability to influence is not just based on skills or intelligence. It is based on trust and requires integrity, which is the foundation of real and lasting influence. Research on leadership has constantly related integrity as one of the most important character traits of a respected and good leader. Integrity is something that is built over time and not overnight. The seemingly trivial decisions and choices you make behind closed doors when no one is looking will ultimately carve your character. Even if you possess vision, passion, communication, creativity, and critical thinking, but lack integrity, no one will believe or trust you. Integrity is the foundation on which leadership is built. If there is no integrity, your leadership influence will crumble. Transparency, authenticity, and walking the talk are essential for building trust. So start building on these facets today. Finally, dear cadets, I would like each one of you to take time off your daily routine to review and reflect on your short and long-term goals and carry out course corrections if needed. This daily habit will enable you to mark the progress in all spheres of life and help you to gradually evolve into a more mature and satisfied human being. May God be your guiding light always as you embark on to new shores. I wish you all of the 143rd course the very best for your career ahead. Godspeed and Jai Hind.
Stop! Start! Nishan Tole! Nishan go! Let up!
Ladies and gentlemen, as the President's color are being carried off the parade ground, you are requested to rise, and those in uniform will salute at the word of command of the Academy Cadet Captain. देवियों और सज्जनों, निशान टोली निशान को परेड प्रांगण से बाहर ले जा रही है। आपसे अनुरोध है कि निशान को सम्मान प्रदान करने हेतु कृपया खड़े हो जाएं और जो वर्दी में है वे एकेडमी कैडेट कैप्टन की कमान पर सल्यूट करें।
निशान को सलामी देगा सलाम में शत
Ladies and gentlemen, we take immense care at the National Defense Academy to ensure the all-round development of our cadets and the various activities directed towards this end. It goes without saying that the primary aim of this institution is to produce military leaders. The results of the training here are seen in the many wars India has fought over the years and the senior appointments achieved by the alumni. The National Defense Academy can take justifiable pride in the fact that its alumni have brought glory to themselves and their alma mater on the battlefield time and again. The number of gallantry awards won by our alumni is ample testimony to this fact. We are happy that our cadets do us proud not only on the battlefield but on the sports field as well. Over the years, our alumni have been providing most of the senior leadership in the three services.
Picket line! Chal! Parade! Start! Madhya se! Start! Parade! अंदर को चलेगा धन्यवाद मोड़ ब्रेक धन्यवाद गो धन्यवाद सेफ सेफ चल
अब कैडेट परेड की समाप्ति के लिए अपना अपना स्थान ले रहे हैं। दीक्षांत समारोह का गौरव व गरिमा से पूर्ण यह अवसर इन कैडेटों के 3 वर्षों के कठिन परिश्रम का सबसे महत्वपूर्ण दिन है।
The cadets are now forming up in preparation for the culmination of the parade. The cadets of the passing out course will proceed towards the Antim Pug at the quarterdeck. The Antim Pug is marked at the quarterdeck, which symbolizes the passing out of cadets of the 143rd course. Later, when the band will play the lilting tune of Auld Lang Syne, which will take most of you down memory lane, the junior cadets will go back to the quartermaster's fort away from you, and the cadets of the passing out course will march towards the quarterdeck. The parade will culminate with cadets of the passing out course and the junior courses forming up and marching slow.
Crossing the threshold of the quarterdeck enables them to join the galaxy of National Defense Academy alumni. This is a day of mixed sentiments. The joy of success and the sorrow of separation stand as a testimony to the firm concepts of discipline and determination which molds them as young leaders. The passing out parade is a moment of retrospection to see how discipline has shaped our young cadets. Discipline has always been the bedrock of training at the National Defense Academy. As old order changes, yielding place to new, the discipline at the National Defense Academy has been given new directions without changing its basic fabric.
The first cadet! Gentlemen! Bari bari step! Director step! Antem antem gap! Break! Dane boy go! Dane boy step! Director!
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of Auld Lang Syne? These lines are a fitting tribute to the days gone by, of lifelong friendships and an unbreakable bond among the cadets of the tri-services, established at the National Defense. The success of the passing out course as the cadets approach the quarterdeck. wish the cadets of the 143rd course good fortune and glorious years of service to the nation. In keeping up with the highest traditions of the Academy and living up to its motto, service before self.
सच है, विपत्ति जब आती है कायर को ही दहलाती है। सूरमा नहीं विचलित होते, क्षण एक नहीं धीरज खोते। विघ्नों को गले लगाते हैं, कांटों में राह बनाते हैं। शूलों को मूल नसाते हैं, पर खुद विपत्ति पर छाते हैं। आज 143 कोर्स के कैडेट्स इसी दृढ़ निश्चय व इन्हीं फौलादी इरादों के साथ जीवन के अगले पड़ाव की ओर बढ़ रहे हैं।
It is this discipline and loyalty that the nation is proud of in every warrior, which are painstakingly developed and ingrained here at the National Defence Academy. The National Defence Academy stands for traditions built over years of experience. Officer and other senior dignitaries have departed.
देवियों और सज्जनों, आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि जब पासिंग आउट कोर्स के कैडेट धीरे चाल से क्वार्टर डेक से गुजरें, तब अपना स्थान तब तक ना छोड़ें जब तक मुख्य अतिथि प्रस्थान ना करें। धन्यवाद।
Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstances, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet, the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
Being an officer means above all being a leader of men. National Defence Academy is the ideal opportunity for young cadets to imbibe important aspects of leadership like courage, stamina, team spirit, physical fitness, mental toughness, and the will to win. This value system is very faithfully upheld by all the cadets of the Academy. In fact, they tend to develop a motto which says winning is not everything, it is the only thing. But above all, they will always abide by the Academy motto, service before self and fairness in all dealings.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tied by waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies. Or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet, don't look too good, not talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son. And so, we bid adieu to the 143rd course, wishing them well in their journey ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, the Academy Cadet Adjutant and the Academy Cadet Captain are now approaching the quarter deck. The fragrance in the air of the National Defence Academy is enough to raise a storm of nostalgia, not in the minds of its alumni, but also those who have had a sojourn here. The passing out parade is thus not the end, but a beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your commentary team signing off. The participants are Wing Commander Kapil Dev, Captain Ashish Mahapatra, Dr. S.K. Pandey, Dr. Bhavna, Mrs. Divya Prakash, Miss Pandana Datta, Cadet Govind G, Cadet Devesh Pandey, Cadet Ayush Chauhan, Cadet V. Priyaranjan, Cadet H.S. Bhosle, and Cadet Yuvraj Singh Sohal.